Welcome to Talk of the Town. This is an official podcast from the town of Pinetop-Lakeside to expand upon community topics shared through the Talk of the Town newsletter. Here we will give you more detail, respond to questions, and deliver information about community news and happenings. Hey everybody, it's Rob Hefner here again at the Town Hall of Town of Pinetop-Lakeside, and we've got another exciting topic today. So this may not be that exciting, but it's important to understand. I've got with me today the head of your director of finance, right? Or director of...
Finance director, and also the assistant town manager, Kevin Rodolph. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thanks.
So last time we were together, we talked about percentages, breakdown of revenue, okay, how we make money as a town. And we basically learned that it was all basically coming from sales tax.
Yes.
Okay, so now, and that's important to understand how we get the money and why we tax. Now let's talk about how that money is spent. Now, our overall budget is what?
The total budget is about $29 million. But in that $29 million, there's about $10 million in grants.
Okay, so grants are specific. They say you get this money, but you have to spend it for this or for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we list those out, and if somebody wants to come in and go, well, what are the grants for? You can sit down and detail that. But we're talking about the money that gets taxed, then what is that? How much revenue is that? That's the rest of the budget, correct?
Yes, what I would classify as the operating budget.
Okay.
And that's about $19,500,000.
Okay. There's always a lot of buckets when you look at things and how you spend things, profit and loss statements if we're in a business. Ours is basically income in, and then we have to budget it. And we're required by law, once we set the budget, that's it, right?
Yes. Once you set your preliminary budget, you can't have anything that's higher than that amount. You can go lower for your final budget, but you can't have anything higher than that.
Okay. You also, by law, have to have a balanced budget. In other words, you can't spend more money out than you have coming in. Is that correct?
That's correct. However, you can use cash that you've managed to accumulate. So your revenues plus your cash, you can't spend more than that.
Okay. So that's where we're at. We wanted to talk about where does the money go? And I want to look at the biggest bucket. What's the largest percentage of money? What is that? Where's it spent?
That would be on our employees, and that would be salaries and benefits. And that is about $6.9 million, or 36% of our budget.
Okay, so 36%. So any other bucket you look at isn't people. So what are the other things, that other 60 some odd percent?
Other operating costs, such as utilities, gasoline, supplies to do our job, vehicle maintenance, building maintenance, those types of things.
Okay, but the biggest chunk of money comes by people.
Yes.
So I guess the easiest way to make that less would be have less people, right?
Yeah.
But then you would get less services, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's break down the services that we get from the people by percentage. So out of that 36%, if you take that as 100% number of people, where does that break down? What does it lay in?
About 28% of salaries and wages goes towards public safety, which is our police department.
Okay, so is that the largest group?
Public Works is right there with them, about 29%. So between the two of them, they're about 28%, 29% apiece.
Okay, so that's almost 60%. That's the majority.
Yes.
Of where money is spent. So that is our safety. Obviously the police, we know what the police do, and that's Public Works. Public Works is they plow the roads, they maintain the roads, they make sure everything works, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the other departments then that make up the rest of that?
It would be general services. So that would be people in the administration, town hall. That would be people in the library. And those would be the two biggest components outside of Public Works and public safety.
Okay, that's like you and me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here and that's the services that are provided of giving people the information that they need, tracking everything for in the town, the services. Libraries obviously easy to understand.
Yeah.
But somebody who wanted to understand what does each department do, they could come down
down here, walk through the door and ask, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we may end up start talking, we talk about public development and we talk about public services. We can talk of these as we go through these series. If somebody has a question, you can make a comment and say, hey, well, I want to know what does this do or what does that do? And there's no problem with that. But overall, when we look at the revenue in, the majority of it's going back out either through the police or through public works, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. Anything else you'd like to make sure that people understand?
I think like for people to know if they need more information, all of our audits and our budget reports are on our website under the finance page.
Okay.
And if they have specific questions, I'm always here and available.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate that. This, of course, is Talk of the Town. If you have any questions, all the information is down below. I'm Rob. Have a great one.